Okay guys, this video we're going to talk about operating the appliances in the RV. First step in that is most of the appliances, or several of the appliances, are going to be operated off propane, so you want to make sure your propane is turned on. I didn't cover this in the other video, but just quick tidbit here. You can lock this front door back with this little lock right here, and you just lift it up to take it off and close the door. But if it's nice weather, you can leave the door open like that. So here's going to be your propane tank. Just turn it all the way to the left, like your gas grill, and then your propane's on. If you are renting from us, we'll probably go ahead and just turn it on when you come pick up, but just in case, you want to make sure you got that on. For the stove, you'll just turn the knobs to light, and then use this other knob to strike them, and you'll see that'll light up back there. Anytime you are cooking either with the oven or the stove top, you're going to want to have this fan on, and there's also a vent that you have to open on the back side, which I'll show you real quick. Just these two little tabs, you have to make sure they're open, and then you can see the air's blowing out and the air's exhausting out of there. When you cook in an RV, it can build up humidity, so kind of a big deal to keep that fan on and keep the humidity out of the RV. For the oven, if you want to use the oven, it has to be manually lit, so you manually light the pilot light. So you'll turn the knob to pilot, and then you'll use your lighter and put it back here where the pilot light is. Sorry, not the best angle. And there you can see the pilot light's lit. And then you'll just turn it to whatever temperature you need, say 350, and you'll see it'll light up the rest of the way. And then you go ahead and close that up, leave it closed for about 10 minutes, and it should be up to temperature. There's not like a preheat timer or anything like you might have at your house, but if you just wait 10 to 15 minutes after you light it, you should be good to go. Microwave, just standard, operates like a microwave in your house. With the refrigerator, you're going to want to have this on coldest and on the auto setting. And it will automatically alternate between propane cooling and electric cooling, depending on if you have power or not. The next thing will be water pressure. So if you're not hooked into any city fixtures, then you're going to need to have the water pump on. So you just flip this switch for water pump, and you'll see the light will come on. And then you can go ahead and check. Make sure you have good water pressure, and turn on your hot water and make sure you have good hot water pressure as well. And you want to test that before you turn on the hot water heater, because if there's no water in the tank, you can burn up the hot water heater. So once you know you have good hot water pressure, you can go ahead and turn on your hot water heater with these two switches right here. If you are plugged in to power, shore power, you can go ahead and just use electric only, or if you're going to be taking a whole bunch of showers, or if you're off-grid, go ahead and use the LP gas, either as well if you're plugged in, or you can use gas only if you're not plugged in. But having both on will give you the most efficient reheating if you're using a lot of hot water. A couple more things to talk about. The TV just swings out with a button right here. So you just want to let everybody know if they may be sleeping up here, not to kick the TV or break the TV, and you can just fold it right back away if you're not using it. To start the generator, the only time you'll be using the generator is if you're not hooked up. So if you're driving down the road and you're getting really hot, you need to run the AC, you're going to need to have the generator on, or obviously if you're somewhere where you can't hook into power. So to start it, you just hold down the stop button and hold it down for 5 to 10 seconds, and then you go ahead and hit start up the other way. And it might take 1 or 2 tries to get it started, but it usually starts pretty quick. And then once that's going, you let it run for a few minutes, and if you have your AC on, it should go ahead and kick on after a few minutes. Sometimes it takes some time, but I usually just leave it off and let the generator warm up for a few minutes, and then hit your cool, and you'll hear it kick on after a few minutes. When it comes to the air conditioner, if everyone's in here, or if it's the middle of the day, or if you're just going down the road, you want to have these large vents open, and that'll kind of pour the air out into the main living area. But then if you're sleeping at night or someone's in the master area, then you can go ahead and close these, and that'll force the air to go through the ductwork, which goes into the back of the coach. And then maybe the last thing to talk about would be the toilet operation. So I don't know if you're not familiar, a half flush will put water into the bowl, and then a full flush will flush everything down. And then you just want to make sure we have it fully stocked with RV toilet paper. So only use RV toilet paper in this toilet. You don't want to use any Kleenex or paper towels or anything like that, because it can stop up the tank. But other than that, I think that pretty much covers the use of the main things inside the RV. If you need more details, feel free to give us a call or look at our other videos. Thanks a lot.